What's up everybody, it's Austin. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I asked you guys to put some questions on my Instagram for today's video, and that's just what we're gonna roll out with. I feel like amongst the last 3 videos, you guys have started to get an idea of who I am, but not fully, so this video is gonna hopefully cover all of that and hopefully get you guys to know me a little bit better than just those workout videos and what I like to do in my spare time. If you haven't already and you want to be in the next question video that I have, go ahead and follow my Instagram. I'll put it right here on the screen. That way, next time I have these things on my stories, you guys can get included in the next video for it. So go ahead and follow that up and just be ready for the next one. Also, before we get started with this video, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you guys know when I upload. I'm upload every Monday and Thursday at noon Eastern time. All right, on to the video. So I'm gonna be answering these questions off of my phone, obviously, but I will have the questions on the screen as well so you guys can see them, not just hear me say them. So to start, a lot of questions kind of just said, who are you, where are you from, what's your name, you know, stuff like that. I know already, my name's Austin Ryan. I am 20 years old and I have grown up my entire life in Ohio. Every single place that I have lived in my entire life in Ohio has been more or less in the exact same area or within a little bit of a distance. So I have stayed put for my entire life where I am at. Eventually, I do see myself branching out. Right now, I am in school, so you guys will learn that lifting has literally changed my life, whether it's physically, mentally, or any just opportunities have opened up. There's just so many things that I still have yet to tell everybody about that lifting has literally changed my life. Okay, so more questions about me. Were you worried about your tattoos stretching? So if you don't know, I mean, you can see that I have some, but if you don't know, I have an entire arm sleeve and I have an entire leg sleeve. That's actually a really good question. So I got my leg sleeve when I first started working out. That's when I first started to get my tattoos done on my leg, and I realistically didn't even consider them stretching or just thinking about that because I didn't know that I was gonna get into this lifting stuff as much as I did. I'm gonna try to get my leg up here so you can see. That's a little bit of my leg, but my leg has probably grown 4 or 5 inches since I started working out. My legs were super small. They're not the biggest things in the world, but they've grown a lot. And my tattoo has not stretched in a bad way, if that makes sense. My tattoo has stayed proportionate. It looks great. There's no discoloration. There's no weird stretch marks, nothing like that. So I wasn't really worried about it, and that's why I did my arm sleeve. I was in lifting for about 6 months, 6.5 months, 7 months. And then I started getting my arm sleeve done. I got my arm sleeve started in January, and it got finished just a couple weeks after. And so far, there's no weird stretching or anything like that. I think it looks great. So, great question, but no, I wasn't worried about my tattoo stretching. I think as long as you're not going to hop on anything too crazy, like high amounts of gear, high amounts of test, I think you will be perfectly fine with no tattoo stretching. And even then, you might be okay. I'm not too sure about that, but I know as long as you're not expecting an unrealistic amount of growth naturally, you will be completely fine with your tattoos. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, but good question. Another good question, where do you see your socials in the next year? So I started, if you haven't already seen my intro video for this channel, I started TikTok back in like the end of or the beginning of December, maybe the end of November of 2021. And in a couple of months, I got like 500 followers around there. And then my page freaking took off. And within a couple months, I had, 10,000, 20,000. And now, if I open it up for everybody, I am currently at 26.9K. Now, I'm almost at 27,000. But if you haven't already, also go follow the TikTok. I'll put that right here on the screen. It's just Austin Ryan X along with my Instagram and my other socials. But my goal for the end of the year is 30,000. Now, realistically, I know that's gonna happen, but I also have, my own goals put aside that I don't really speak about as much. By the end of the year, 5K on Instagram, 30K on TikTok, and 1,000 on YouTube. I'm gonna be working my butt off for this, so I believe that it's possible. Actually, I know it's possible. I'm not even gonna say I believe it is, because I know it is. Okay, what car do you drive? That's another good question. I drive a 2020 Subaru BRZ. If you remember, in the last video, I had racing seats in my car. I actually took them out and I put my stock seats back in just for summer. I love these bucket seats. They're comfortable. They're really nice, but I needed a change. I was kind of not tired of the racing seats, but I needed a change. So yeah, 2020 Subaru BRZ. It is a 6-speed, so it's a manual. And whoever doesn't know what a manual is, it's a stick shift car. And yeah, and the next question is, why did you start lifting? So it's not a normal, I was fat, I was skinny, something like that, you know. I was very, very skinny. I'll put some pictures up on the screen right now.
He needs some milk.
So I was 110, it was like 110, 115 pounds. I'll have that up here. And my family, my mom and my sister actually got corona over the summer of 2021, and I had just moved all of my stuff to the basement. So at that time, we had a home gym that we were kind of like building down there, and I was just stuck in the basement because I didn't want to get corona. I wasn't trying to leave the basement, and I just kept laying downstairs looking at these weights. So I went over to the weights, and I picked one up, and I started moving the weights, and I started doing stuff with them, and I was like, hey, like this, I used to lift when I was younger just because of baseball and with school and stuff like that, but I realized, I was like, this isn't that bad of a thing. Like, I think I just didn't do it because I just never put the time towards it, and I knew that I could. Then I started seeing progress, and that's when I started getting addicted to it. So I started out with a bro split. I was doing so I started out with these programs that I bought that were 4-day-a-week programs. I think it was a Monday, Tuesday, take off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you had the weekend to yourself, right? You don't want to jump into working out like that too fast, and some people can. Some people are completely cool with that, but since me, I was just trying to get into this. I was like, I'm not going to hit it hard and do it every single day, but I did it 4 days a week, which slowly progressed to 5 and now 6 days. But I started with these programs that I bought, so they were multi-body part programs that I would work out a day. Then 2 months later, I switched to the bro split, which, if you don't know, it's like, for example, it'll go Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday legs, Thursday arms, Friday shoulders, weekends off. Something along the lines of that, 1 body part per day. And then now, more recently, I do a half PPL, half Arnold split, and I can make a whole video over that in my workouts and stuff like that, but that is just what I do now. But anyways, I started lifting because I was bored, and then I started seeing progress, and now I am addicted to it, and I love seeing changes in my body because, like I said, with this picture, I weighed 115 pounds, and now with this picture, I weigh 165, 170 pounds, and I started lifting back in June, so I'm not even at my year mark yet, and I've made so much progress with every aspect in my life because of lifting that I just don't see myself stopping, and I don't see myself not grinding out this stuff because it is, like I said, it has literally changed my life. What camera setup do you have? I was really hoping that somebody was gonna ask this because I am freaking in love with my new lens that I just got. I just got this lens, like yesterday got this lens. So right now I have the Canon 80D with the Rode mic. I think it's the Rode Go mic, I believe, not the wireless one, but the like Rode Go 2 mic. It plugs right into the camera. It's nice, it's affordable, it works like that. But the lens is a freaking moneymaker right here. The lens I just got yesterday, it is a Sigma 18 by 35 millimeter with a f1.8. It is beautiful. It is so nice. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on. Okay, I thought the best way to do that would just be showing the camera in the mirror, but instead I am just gonna show you guys from my camera on my phone. This camera, let's see if that'll work. This lens is so nice. Now, it is a little expensive, but it is completely worth it, and it is probably my most favorite thing I've ever gotten for a camera. It is so nice, and look at the focus on this. You see this? Look. As soon as I get close, it just blurs everything out. Okay, coming down to the last couple questions. What's a typical day of eating? So, I actually started eating really clean when I started working out. I thought it was the best way for me to gain weight as fast as possible. So, as much chicken and rice as possible, every single day, every single meal, and it wasn't working. I just would gain like 2 or 3 pounds a month, and it just was not enough. So I started eating a little bit dirtier. I don't eat fast food. I still do not eat fast food. I believe fast food is just disgusting to me. It makes me feel sick. But chicken and rice, still I will eat, but a full day of eating is just kind of eating whatever I want. As long as I hit my minimum calories, which is like 3,500, I'm okay. And I also don't count my calories. I used to, but I'm in no need for cutting right now. I'm still bulking. I have no reason for me to count what I'm eating as long as I know I'm hitting my minimum levels. So yeah, I don't really have a full day of eating yet. Maybe in a couple months, or maybe if I decide to cut down within the next month, I'll have a full day of eating video. But right now, the best advice I can give is just eat as much as you can and just make sure you hit those minimum levels if you're trying to gain weight. If you're trying to lose weight, it's different. Do not eat everything that you can. Cut down, count your calories. There's specific foods you want to eat. Gaining and losing weight is not about working out. It's all about diet. And people think the complete opposite. People think if you work out, you're going to gain weight, or if you work out, you're going to lose weight. But the truth is, it's all about your diet, and it's just what you do in that gym helps you with this, obviously. But at the same time, what you eat is what matters most. So again, like I had said earlier in the video, if you want to be in this next video of me answering questions with my followers, just go ahead and follow my Instagram. I will have it right here on the screen again. Just stay updated with my stories, and I post these every now and then, so yeah. I hope this video you guys got to learn who I was a little bit more than my other videos. This is a direct me to you guys conversation, so I hope that this was a little bit more talkative and a little bit more understanding of who I am rather than everything else. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the post notifications, because I'll be posting every Monday and Thursday at noon Eastern time. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video, and I really liked interacting with some of my followers on my platforms. I will see you guys in the next one.